Bucs fans, your Tampa Bay Buccaneers, welcome to the pre-game show. Pre-game, I was so used to saying the post-game show, I said post-game show. No, this is the pre-game show. AJ is out. He's celebrating his birthday. I don't know how old he is. I think he's like 33 or something. But he's looking good. He's styling. He's profiling. He's having a great time. He's sipping those margaritas. He's sipping on those cocktails. So he's having a great time. But we are back with Buccaneer football. The Buccaneers win last week. Can we keep this snowball rolling? Can we bring it downhill? And we go against the immovable object, that is the San Francisco 49ers. Ladies and gentlemen, this ain't going to be an easy one. This ain't going to go the way we expect it to. But hey, my attitude with this is pretty simple. Play this game like you don't give a damn. And I mean that. The reason being is, why not us? Let's just don't play conservative bowls. Be super aggressive, and if it don't work, it don't fucking matter. Because this is a game that everyone's got you down with an L. So it doesn't matter if you lose this. If Buc fans are angry that we lost this game, they're probably stupid. Unless it was tight and we made a stupid mistake, I can agree. But realistically, on paper, we are 10-point dogs. We are 10-point dogs in this game. We are expected to take a beating. If I was them, I would go outlandish. All the crazy shit. If it doesn't come off, it doesn't matter. I'll tell the players, we're going to go nuts. We're going to do absolutely everything we can to go nuts in this. We got Bucs live in. Is that you, Chris?
Sorry, buddy.
That's all right.
Threw
Anytime.
me right in there.
Anytime.
How you doing, man?
I'm feeling pretty good. I called it the post-game show, so I'm on a winning start already. So.
Well, yeah, here's hoping it's not over before it's over. We shall see. Well, it's going to be one way or the other. It's either going to be the Bucs squeak one out, or this could go very poorly. I mean, it's going to go somewhere in that range. Mm-hmm. I mean, it could end up being close, but I mean, it's going to be either.
I mean, this is still a good defense. This is a defense that held the Eagles to, under 10 points. It's a team that held the Lions to under 10 points or less.
Yeah. The Niners, this just feels like a bad matchup. But the thing is, this is not a critical game, and everybody needs to understand that. It's funny because so many people that I talk to, when you're a Bucs fan and you love football, every week it's like, well, this is a big game. Well, this one actually really isn't.
No, it's probably one that 90% of the world probably has us down to lose this game. We're 10-point dogs in this, right?
13, I think. 13 and a half or something. Yeah.
That means Vegas has gone, no chance, Bucs. No chance.
Right. So, I mean, no matter what happens, whether whether the Bucs win or don't, look, if they win, great. That gives us the chance to screw one game up, somewhere down the road. But we really, if the Buccaneers lose, they just need to match New Orleans the rest of the way and then beat them when they play each other.
Yeah, absolutely. And then if you can stay at the same record, get to the same record as New Orleans when you play New Orleans, and then you beat them.
Right. Done. That's really all you have to do. Because the Saints and Falcons aren't playing, today has there's a little bit of grace here. If the Bucs win this game, I think this makes the rest of the year. I mean, yeah, that would take a lot of pressure off the rest of the year. But
we're already back at 500,
right? And look, I want to say this to everybody because nobody seems to believe this. Nobody seems to understand this, but it's a fact. The Bucs have the same record they had last year.
I
They
know.
don't have Tom Brady. They don't have a lot of the other players. Their salary cap strapped. All of that is a fact, and they're performing as good as they did last year. So for everybody calling for Bull's head, everybody calling for, oh my God, the sky is falling. No, it's not.
Not yet.
Right.
Not yet. Let's put it down to what it really is, right? We got a salary cap team. You did the work, and it was a brilliant piece of work. 33% of the money was already gone. He did a lot. Imagine having 33% less budget than everyone else. It's a big difference. It's a massive amount of money. We've talked about the amount of players you could sign off that amount of thing. You could get Yannick Ngakoue in. You could bring in a premier guard. You could have. I mean, I'm not unhappy with the quarterback play, to be brutally honest. I think there's talk of him already being the Buccaneers are okay with extending Baker Mayfield because he hasn't played like trash. Have we lost games because of him? No. Have we won games in spite of him? No. So that means he's an average to good quarterback in my book right now.
Yeah, that's actually a really good way to put that. I mean, he's done nothing to lose games, and he has done things to win games.
For sure.
So, you have to give him props. I will say this. Today, there can be no mistakes. Mike Evans can't drop the ball. We can't have fumbles. We can't have those mistakes. You've got to have everybody doing their best for us to win this game. So, everybody's got to be on. Everything's got to go perfectly. They've got a great offense and a great defense. Let's be honest, the Bucs don't.
They're a physical team. I still think we got a good defense. I just think there's like a key component, like its safety, pass rusher. I don't think Shaq is quite the player he once was. So,
correct.
But he's still a good player. Like he's still good. He's probably just not worth the money that you're paying him.
Correct.
He's probably he'd be a second on a lot of teams. He'd be a second on a lot of teams rather than the number one guy.
Right. But I mean, we've got to stop the stubbornness with some players that we want to believe in, that they've tried to stick with. JTS, there are other players that they've tried to stick with. They've been stubborn, and I understand the commitment. I appreciate that.
We saw a change last week because of this, didn't we? We saw JTS got less snap, and it was Yaya Diaby who got in, and now we're seeing D Delaney being trusted with the safety position more than Neil.
Yeah, and I can't think of his name. The undrafted free agent, not
Isian?
No, not Isian. Defensive end, I believe. Anyway, I had a great game last week, and I think he only played like 6 or 7 snaps and got 2 pressures and caused the interception.
Wow.
That Winfield got. I mean, if they're willing to step away from what they were stuck in, the muck they were stuck in, this team's willing to be aggressive. Because listen, you can take the chances. I mean, what's the worst thing that's going to happen? You're going to lose the game.
This is what I'm saying. I would say go crazy, just go nuts, just absolutely go balls to the wall, and go, guys, we're just going to try everything we can to win this game. We're not going to be conservative. We're going to be super aggressive, and we're just going to see if they can match it. And I want you guys to have the intensity to just go out and do what you can. And if we walk away with the win, amazing. If we walk away with a loss, well, that's what was expected.
Right. So, yeah, no, I agree with you completely. Over the top intensity.
Why not?
Go for it completely and make San Francisco try to keep up or try to match the intensity or make San Francisco say, whoa, slow this thing down. The only way you're going to throw a wrench into this machine today is the only way to win this game is by throwing a wrench in. Now, I will tell you my biggest concern.
Go ahead.
Man, they've got a defensive line.
Oh, yeah.
Baker Mayfield.
We really need
Baker Mayfield to come out healthy.
It's fair.
That terrifies me. I mean, I just, against this offensive line interior, to see these guys, these horses coming, I mean, oh dear Lord, um, it's just
And worse we
horrifying.
trust. And worse we trust.
Yeah, but it's not Wirfs I'm worried about.
Oh yeah.
He can't block everybody.
No, he can't. He can't. In worse we trust. And this is a good pass. This is a good passing offensive line. We have a bit more of a mobile quarterback with a bit more
Agreed.
presence. So I don't see it being crazy, but this is a very good defensive line that we're up against for
Yeah,
sure.
they need to throw a lot into the flat, a lot of screens, something to keep the defensive line a little more honest. Um, and please tell me they're not going to be so stubborn on running, but running between the guards, basically. Please follow the tackles.
Well, that's where the meat and bones is of this team. That's where your two anchors are really at this point in time. We haven't seen anything from the middle of the line to go, wow, he's a bully.
Right.
You know,
Right.
I think you might see that with Cody Mock over time, but it's not going to be now. It's going to be next year. You made a great point that he's a tackle playing guard, right?
Right.
There's going to be a transition to that position, and he might be amazing because it's a normal standard procedure that guys who are a little bit more bigger than your standard tackle in college and a little bit shorter armed in college, they tend to kick them inside. That's pretty normal. Like I sent you a load of stuff where I said,
Yeah,
all these guys are this.
that was very good research. Yeah.
Sometimes, but it's a thing that's done, right? But you've got to understand there's a learning curve to a new position, and I think we kind of expect. We've been spoiled a little bit by guards because we had a very, very elite guard in Marpet.
Right.
But you're not going to find a Marpet every single time. Like he was
Agreed.
a very special player that was from a Division III school. He had no right being as good as he was, but he did it, and he's walked away from the game. And we've now got to go and find someone else who can do that job. And we're experimenting and we're putting new guys in here, but I don't believe there's someone who's nasty on that front three, the two guard, like someone who wants to hurt people,
right,
and eat people alive. And it doesn't feel like there's that person, which you kind of had with Jensen. He would literally like eye up. It was almost like a bully situation. There's one thing I noticed that it would be like, right, we see this tackle. We see this nose tackle. Me and you are just going to go straight in his face. And that's going to make the hole. That's going to make the hole. We're just going to drive that bitch back as nastily as we can. And I don't think they're quite that. I think you've got quite smart players. I don't think you've got as beefy and as aggressive players.
Well, I don't recall if Jensen's under contract next year or not.
I think he might be. I'm not 100% sure off the top of my head.
I think he might be as well, but I'm not positive. One way or the other.
I know he's probably got a shit ton of fucking dead cap. A perforated years added to his contract. We'll still be paying him.
Years.
Void years. He'll have like void years till like 2030 or something like that because we like to do that.
Yeah,
we're still paying Ryan Jensen. We're not paying him.
I think we've got 50,000 or 50 million against the cap next year of dead money, but the cap's going up. Right, we got 75 million now. The cap, I think, is going way up next year because of the new TV deal. So that 50 million is nowhere near as bad, and we are already under the cap going into next year. And this year we were 50 over, and then
2024 he returns.
What's that?
He can return in 2024 if his injury isn't career-ending.
Right.
And then he has 3 years avoidable years.
Okay. Awesome. So I mean, to me, I think, all right, we'll probably get Jensen back. I think now that he had the surgery and he did what he probably should have done the first time. Okay. You have Jensen, and even if Jensen's not what he was, he'll still be better than what we have. And then, worst case, you've got Hainsey, who was good at guard. You'll put him back at guard and have him
I think he's a great backup center. I just don't think he's a great center.
Agreed. He was a decent guard. But Will Leverett is just Will Leverett is better, and I'm glad that they're leaving him in and letting him do his thing. And I mean, they had to cut their losses. This is what I think happens at times. I think a general manager
as well, haven't they?
Well, when they go get someone in the free agent market, like they did Matt Tyler, and then I think they stubbornly stick with him. I'm not sure how much Todd Bowles. I don't know how much was up to him. I don't know whether there's pressure from above, or whether he's being told you have to start him. I don't know how that works.
I think at the end of the day, the GM and the coach are there to win football games. I don't think they're worried about feeling.
No, but a GM, if you bring in Matt Filer and then all of a sudden you don't start him right off the top, you just wasted that money, and the GM's in trouble.
True. I mean, he was never a highly touted free agent, in fairness. But I see where you're going for. There's good thought to that. To be fair, I mean, there are certain players that you put, especially the more money you put in, of course, you want to see the return on your investment. You just put money into it, right? And it's like you said, stubbornness. A good example is Neil, right?
And JTS.
JTS, I think, is just hoping that he has so much speed and raw talent. He just can't control that body of his.
I've said better against the run than a pass rush. He's got that kind of speed. It's insane. It makes no sense.
I know. It's insane because I watch him play and I'm like, if that guy can control his body, he could be absolutely deadly just because his speed kills. But they know that that's his game. So all they do is overcommit to his speed. But he can't, and they know he ain't got the shake and bake to get it back inside, because that's what you're supposed to do. If you've got that raw speed and you can stop on a dime and cut back inside, that's when you're going to catch people out. But what he tends to do, he just charges and he just gets washed out of the play.
Well, how many times have we seen him run right by the quarterback? I mean, you have speed is great, but it needs to be controlled.
It's almost like he's used to pressure the quarterback, but he's never going to get sacked. So it's almost like you can see the speed coming, so it makes the quarterback more twitchy. Maybe that's a philosophy they're going through. But I think they're trying to go down the power mark now because the Buccaneers need to be a bit more physical than speedy.
Yeah, just he played with uncontrolled speed, where you're seeing somebody like Cansey, who's got strength. He's got speed, but he's always under control.
Great year so far as well, since he's come back from injury. Great year.
Yeah. So, yeah, we shall see what happens. I think Kalijah Cansey is, and Diaby. Anybody, I mean, listen, anybody, I don't know if you go online much and see I'm sorry, but the idiots that are, calling for Jason Light's head because... Look at he drafted JTS, and now you're not going to hit on every draft pick. And then you look at what this guy did with undrafted free agents this year, not just his team, but the other guy whose name I cannot think of at the moment, or my mind's going blank. Maybe somebody in chat can throw his name out. But there's the defensive lineman that played last week, and I mean, really did a phenomenal job. He was only in on 6, I think, passing plays and pressured the quarterback on 2 of them. And
while we talk, I'll find out. Don't you worry.
Okay, yeah. I can't think of who it was, but he was on that 6 pass plays and pressured the quarterback twice and caused the interception, Whitfield's interception. And that's what he's been doing is playing on the the scout team on defense. He's been playing and apparently giving Wirfs and Gedeke fit in practice. So they finally said, let's throw this guy out there and see what happens. And he had a great game. So
what I've got here is Greg Gaines, who isn't, William Golston, Mike Green, Logan Hall, Elijah Cansey, and Vita Vea.
No, somebody else had a pass pressure. Had pressures.
I wonder if it might be Marquise, a linebacker that they used, and just shuffled him inside.
What's his last name?
Watts.
That's it.
Marquise Watts.
Yeah, that's who I'm talking about.
Okay, yeah, he's outside linebacker.
Yeah, okay. But I mean, that's an undrafted free agent.
Undrafted free agent. Yep. Absolutely. Comes from Lancaster, South. He went to. I'm just trying to find
The
his
Jets
college.
had him, and the Jets got rid of him. And we picked him up, put him on our practice squad, and he's ended up earning his way onto the field. And when he's been out there, he's been fantastic. And this to me is why Jason Light deserves the props in the scouting department and everything that they don't.
He can find goals. He's very good at finding impact players that no one expects to be great. He's very good in the second round. Second round seems to be his shtick, I would say, rather than the first round. He's tended to whiff a little bit in the first round sometimes. We've understood. But I've said this to a lot of people when it comes to GMs. Go find yourself a team that has an elite squad, right? And go and look at their draft for the last 10 years. And you'll find on their team loads of whiffs. It's because it's your team and you know the whiffs because they're right in front of your face. But you go to the Eagles or you go to another team, Kansas City. Go to Kansas City. Look what they've done for the last 10 years and tell me that they've done gold every single draft pick from top to bottom, at least in the top three. So you're first, second, and third.
Yeah.
And there will be blunders because everyone makes them.
And for everybody who says, oh, my God, look at how great Kansas City and their general manager and blah, blah, blah. Just remember, that's where Donovan Smith is now. You wanted to get rid of him.
Yep.
Hell, they went and got him. What was the famous Gerald McCoy about one man's trash? There's another man's treasure when he got to Carolina.
Yep, it did not work out.
No.
It did not work out. You could see, that was really cringe because Gerald McCoy, he looked awkward as well. Cam Newton goes straight to Cam and goes, another man's trash is another man's treasure. And you could see him
Right.
But I want to beat I want to beat the team that drafted me because I'm a bit upset that they didn't want to keep me. But for whatever reason, the natural personality, you're going to have that. You could compete against the company that hired you originally, and then you've been rehired by someone else, and you're direct competitor. You want to piss on that company to say, "Yeah, you didn't promote me, you didn't re-sign me. I'm worth this much. Watch me decimate you." It's just natural, right? It is what it is.
Marketing. He's doing what he has to do.
He's pulling for it now, though.
One team lets you go, and you go somewhere else. You're gonna say, "Thank you for letting me be here. This is my new home. I'm home." Look, I'm willing. This is a little bit of very, very minor breaking news. I'm willing to forgive Gerald McCoy. It's taken till now, but I'm willing to let it go and say, "All right." Now I'm still not willing to put you in the Ring of Honor.
I am. I'm quite happy to put him in the Ring of Honor.
You are?
I am, because he was one of the most dominant players on our team, and the only people don't like him because he's nice. That's literally the only.
No. I can't tell you one play. I cannot name one play ever in the history of Gerald McCoy playing for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I cannot name one play by him. And if a guy's going to be in the Ring of Honor, there's got to be something.
I'm sure he has. I'm sure he has.
Name
one. No. I can't think off the top of my head.
I can name one for everybody else.
You don't have that many sacks. You don't have 50. How many sacks has he got?
Listen, man, I can name any other player in the ring, and I'll mention a great play by them. Okay? I mean, except for
remember the era that he joined the Buccaneers. They were shit.
Oh, that's fine. I'm sorry, but there's got to the Ring of Honor. There's got to be something memorable, not just you were here.
I mean, you don't get all pros for nothing. You don't get. We all talk about the Pro Bowls, but to get that many Pro Bowls and all pros on a shitty Buccaneer team, he has to. He was one of the most dominant defensive tackles in football for about 5 years at the free tech position. He just isn't that better.
But never in a critical moment of a game. You can't name one play, not one.
Well, let's face it. It's not like we went to the playoffs and played big teams.
A game. I can tell you plays
that's my challenge for the. I'm off work this week, so I know you did a little bit of research. That's going to be my little shtick today. I will try and find one play. I'll try and get it by next week. For the start of next week, for the end of next week, so we can talk about it. I'll see if I can find one play, and I'll see if I can find it for you. And that's my challenge.
Hey, you're welcome to come on the show on Tuesday night.
I don't know if I would have looked at it by then. I'm hoping I won't be commiserating because it's my son's birthday on Tuesday.
Well, if you find it, put me in my place. But
it's not about putting people in place, but I'm just sure. It just seems maddening to have someone who has the stat level that he has that doesn't have a meaningful play. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's weird that I can't remember one play. I can tell you lots of other players who had great plays during that time period.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there just are. There are,
four fumble recoveries, 6 forced fumbles.
There's just no
60
critical moment, something he did that makes me want to put him in the Ring of Honor.
I'm not saying you're wrong. All I'm saying is it just seems insane to have that much in stats that one of them wasn't meaningful. I mean, you get 60 sacks in a season. One of them's got to be meaningful in about 5-10 seasons, right? One of them. But hey, it's a fair point.
That's only 6 per season.
Yeah, that's amazing.
That's not that much
for a defensive tackle.
I understand that, but
for a defensive tackle, that's amazing.
How many? Look at Sapp's career.
Okay, Sapp's career. Let's have a look at him. And he's Hall of Fame. We're not.
I know. I'm having fun with
comparing
I'm just having fun.
Super stud to a great player. What I would call a great player. But Warren Sapp. Let's have a look.
Let's see what he averaged per year.
You got your calculator because I don't do hard math.
Go ahead.
It's way too late for me to do this hard math stuff. He has, I think, he's got 99 sacks.
99?
99 sacks in...
How many years?
Give me a second. 95 to 2007. So 12 years.
12 years?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
It's got that calculator.
So I'm getting Google to do this for me. Oops. Oh, here. I'll just do it this way. You ready? Okay, Google. What is 99 divided by 12?
99 divided by 12 is 8.25.
8.25. There you go.
And he played 12 years, which means at the end, he was tailing off.
Oh, for sure. Like, again, we're talking statistically great.
Right.
One of the greatest.
But I'm saying even with years at the end where he wasn't really anything.
Defensive tackle to play the game in his mind.
Yeah.
That's a tall order.
Yeah. Okay. I agree. That's fair. I just think I can remember plays that were made by Mark Cotney. I can remember plays that were made by so many players that are secondary
I'll see if I can find one. And
what?
One of us will have a delicious plate of crow. One of us will, for sure. Oh,
yeah.
Come on.
Well, there's going to be what? Yeah, you'll find some game in the fourth quarter where he got a sack. Okay.
Sure.
But I don't know. I bet I'm not the only person who feels this way. But listen, here's the deal. He talked a lot. That was the problem, was that he talked a lot. And on social media got around, he talked a lot.
Because he's all smiles. I get it. You want him to be nasty and you want that. I get it. But some players just aren't like that.
Oh, I don't care about nasty. I mean,
no, I know he was. I think he was like the quintessential captain for like a good 5 years stretch, wasn't he? Until James came along and he kind of.
Here's the deal. It's not. I don't have a problem with if you hit a quarterback and you say, "Oh, I'm sorry, man," that or not. No, I have a problem if you say, "I'm sorry." I don't have a problem if you help the guy up.
Mm-hmm.
But if you say, "Oh, I'm sorry," you brush the.
I think that particular play, you need to watch that. It was a flag play, and he still hit him illegal. He wasn't meant to hit him. Like, he couldn't stop himself from hitting, which is why he apologized.
Right. I don't want to hear an apology. Here's the deal. Pick him up, fine, walk away. But really, I mean, listen, I'm all about good sportsmanship.
I get you, but everyone plays the game differently, and it's just there's no
agreed. I'm all about good sportsmanship. I think good sportsmanship is awesome. You never saw bad sportsmanship.
But I get what you mean. I mean, it's not something I would do personally. I usually tend to say something. When I used to play, say snide things like you need to attack. I'd coach them. That's what I did, and that's more demoralizing in my opinion. You need to get your arm here, and then if you've got me here, you can do this. And I'm coaching this kid in the middle of the game, and he's just looking at me like wide-eyed, like, what the fuck? This guy's kicking my ass and telling me how to do my job better. telling me how to block me. And I'm like, you've got to get your arm in, but don't extend. And he's like, what? Why are you doing? And he was very cool, bless him.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with good sportsmanship, but I again, if I just get the feeling if Derek Brooks, John Lynch, any of those guys, they hit you, they're gonna walk away. And you don't need to, you really seriously don't need to comb the guy's hair. I mean, you don't need to brush the dirt off his uniform. It's your job to make it dirty. And if you, hit him and get a flag, oh, well, sorry.
I think that the problem with Gerald McCoy, when you talk about his personality, was on the media, he talks tougher than he plays. So he would talk about like making the quarterback. When you said that word, make the quarterback jersey, I remember a quote by him saying, "We got to dirty a lot of quarterbacks' jerseys." But then he would be, like you said, pick the guy up, shake his hand, give him a hug, kiss him on the ring.
Well, yeah. See, there's exactly. At some point you're going a little too far. It's not like, okay, Reggie White. I mean, really seriously, was there a better dude anywhere ever? And that guy would run over you and then turn around and go back to the line. He wasn't going to apologize. Oops, I'm sorry, I hit you a little late. I mean,
yeah. So let's bring it back to today's Bucs and what's going on. It's nice to have a debate, but it's a pre-game show.
Pre-game show.
Yeah. Pre-game show slip. It's a pre-game show.
It might be good if we distract from the game.
This is the entertainment for this evening. But give me your 3 keys to the game that what the Buccaneers have to do. Give me whichever side of the ball you want.
What was the question? Sorry.
3 keys to victory.
3 keys.
3 keys.
Okay. Defensively, there's got to be pressure. You're gonna have to play man. Too bad AJ's not here.
Get his little pillow out.
Yeah, you're gonna have to play man press and no mistakes on defense. Just no mistakes. Offense. I have one main key to the game. Please, Baker, don't get hurt.
That's a key to the game. I take it.
Yes, exactly. But other than that, Rachaad White is not gonna run the ball. It's not going to happen. A key is that Canales is not too stubborn with the run. He can use it. I get it, but you can't be too stubborn and just no mistakes. This goes with offense and defense. No mistakes. You don't have to play perfect, but you can't have. I don't want to hear Todd Bowles saying, "Well, it was a bust on this play." I'm so tired of hearing him say, "Well, this play was a bust." Well, they're going to get theirs. They're good.
Yeah.
But you just can't give it to them. You got to make them earn it. And if they do a good job and get what they get, that's fine. But it can't be because you screwed up.
I got myself going. I got feel pressure, protect the quarterback at all times, and utilize the passing game to set up the run. So what I'm saying is use those plays where Rachaad White would catch the ball, and then when they start eating on that a little bit, maybe you can pop a few runs in and get creative with it. Get those little jet sweeps coming across and things like that. Just
I
play
think you're
around
dead
with
right
it.
about that.
But no more penalties. I'm sick of penalties are killing drives because you see a 10-yard penalty. 10-yard penalty is a killer for our team. We don't gain a lot of yards. So a 10-yard penalty is like drive done.
Yeah, no mistakes.
You can't. I can live with a poor first down, but you can't have. Don't give up regular negative yardage because it's not going to help you. You are going to hemorrhage drive.
Agreed on everything you said. Yeah, that's why you're the coach, and I'm
all right.
Yeah,
I'm still learning.
I'm out here just winging it, having a good old time.
You do it well.
I gotta run, but I wanted to hop on and
appreciate it.
Give my 2 cents worth for whatever it's worth, and I'm excited about the game. We will see what happens.
What's your setup on game day? So, what snacks, drinks, food, anything you got going?
Oh, now we're talking. See, this is a what's cooking kind of a thing.
Yeah, I want to know
talking.
people's setup. Like, what's your traditions? What's your game day vibe?
Okay, so I really like plain corn chips with cheese melt on them. I just stick it in the oven, melt some cheese on it. I've got that with some salsa. Yeah, I do that. I also like, you guys are going to think this is boring, chocolate chip ice cream with M&Ms on it and chocolate syrup, Hershey's chocolate syrup.
That's a lot of chocolate. You're a bit of chocoholic.
Well, it's chocolate chip. So it's vanilla ice cream, chocolate chips.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, with M&Ms.
I tend not to do too much sweet stuff during the game.
Yeah.
It's all beer, soft pretzels, chips, as you would call them, as crisps as we would call them, some salted nut to go with it. And then fourth quarter, I have to have what's called a dark and stormy, which is rum and ginger beer.
Oh,
ginger
nice.
ale. And that's my fourth quarter action. And a little tradition I have is I wear a jersey all the way through the game. If we lose, I have to change the jersey. The jersey stays another day. So Leroy Salmon is being used again. He finally gets to be. I finally get to wear a jersey for a second game instead of for 4 weeks. I thought that one's going off. That one's going off. In the post game show, I actually shed the jersey. But I'm like, that's it. That jersey's done. That one's in its day. We won't come back to it until next season. So the problem was I put the creamsicle on. So I got a Rondé Barber creamsicle, and I'm like, oh, I can't wait to wear this. We wore it. We lost in it. And that was it. Done. So I gotta wait.
Oh no, you're kidding.
I know, but that's my little system. That's my own.
That's it. Yeah.
Thing. Yeah.
Oh, you're saying done for the year?
I do that all year round.
Forever.
I've done it for the last 4 years.
No, I mean, will you break that jersey out again next year?
Yeah, I'd probably just wear it. But
yeah, okay.
For sure, it's not done like forever. It's done. Okay. I ain't got that much money, dude. No,
yeah, well, I was like, holy crap, man.
No. It rotates again next season.
Okay, very good.
For sure. Yeah, it'll be what I take to Tampa with me, I think, for sure.
Yeah, oh, very good. Very good. Remember, I owe you chicken fingers.
Chicken fingers. I'm looking forward to it, brother. I'm looking forward to coming to Florida anyway, but seeing you guys and meeting some of you guys for the first time would be the icing on the cake for me.
Yeah, absolutely. Just let me know when you'll be there. Thanks for having me, man. I'll probably see you on the post-game show.
Prediction?
Oh, don't ask me. All right. I mean, an honest prediction.
Give me your
17. Well, how about I just pick from my heart?
Okay.
27-24 Bucs.
I like that. And that's what you want, yeah? I mean,
that's what I want. 27-24
Give the man what he wants.
Absolutely. And I'll see you in the post game.
I don't see the Buccaneers scoring 24 points, though.
I don't either. I'm honestly, I'm thinking like 28-17 Niners, to be honest. But
I think the Buccaneers will be close, and I'm hoping they close because at least then the defense can still hold. They're still doing things as long as they're scoring touchdowns. So if they walk away with 2 field goals and 2 touchdowns, that's 20 points, I believe.
Right.
I'd walk away with that saying, that's decent against this team, and we only concede less than a touchdown. I'd walk away with that loss and go, I've got hope for the season.
Honestly, I'll take 28-17 and feel like we did all right with that. So,
all right, Rick. You guys running the show? You running your show on Tuesday?
Yeah, I'll see you on the post game.
Okay, awesome. I'll have a few more beers in me by then, so I'll be ready to go.
All right, take it easy, brother.
Thank you, Rick. Pleasure having you. Okay, that was Rick Hughes from Bucs Live. They have a great show that they pull out on every Tuesday. I believe it's at 9 Eastern. They have what's cooking in the South, where we talk a little bit of cuisine, snacks and foods, which, let's face it, we're human beings. We like to eat. And then we talk a little about what's going on in the NFC. They talk about a little bit of what's going on in the NFC South. They have great segments with his co-host who is Don't Be a Baby, where he will basically point out somebody who's been a bit of a baby, bit of a diva, bit of a wimp, bit of a softie, whatever. Dave will go in hard on this guy, and it is fantastic stuff. So they got the meme grinder where they'll bring out some of the memes. Some of them will be football based, some of them won't. Brilliant show. Go check them out. Right. So let's get into the nitty gritty of this thing. I haven't got an inactive report yet. If anyone knows, please pop it in. Keys for the game I've already done. So thank you for Bucs Raise Bolts for adding all the stuff that you asked. I wouldn't say today is like a playoff game. I wouldn't, because it doesn't matter if the Buccaneers lose this game. Right? It does not matter. What matters is the next week's coming. If the Buccaneers lose this game and they're completely healthy, ready for next week, that's a bonus in my opinion. If they walk out of this game and get beat and half the team is decimated, then we've got a bigger problem. This is a trap game for the 49ers. I think it could be. And that's why the Buccaneers have to start fast, start hard, and just go get it. If we win today, it's a statement for the league. Absolutely. That's what you want. But you just got to go for it. When teams went against us, when we were an elite team, let's say the 2 years that we were very, very good, teams like the Jets and Carolina, they'd start hard and fast on us, and it would take us off kilter. But they couldn't maintain it. That's what we got to do. We got to maintain it. We've got a good defense. It's missing a few bits and pieces, but we've got a good coach who knows how to coach good defense. And he's proven it many times. He's had one real ugly game this year. See what else we got. 13 years. He counts the first years are not listed from it. So fair enough. Thank you, Fred Moore. Much appreciated. But guys, let's have a look at what we got up to go against. We go up against Christian McCaffrey, and we played this guy many a time before, and we shut him down since Coach Bowles has been a part of the Buccaneer organization pretty much. I mean, I can't remember what he got last year when we played the San Francisco 49ers last year. They got Eli Mitchell, who's decent, but isn't quite the guy. Is not the guy. And then Brock Purdy. This is going to be the conversation. Can the Buccaneers put enough pressure on Brock Purdy to make him make mistakes, throw picks, drop balls, and the Buccaneers offense try and capitalize on that by kicking field goals to keep the scoreboard ticking, or scoring touchdowns to go for the jugular, which is what I hope they do. They got Deebo Samuel. Just trying to find his yardage for the season. 300. Not really big on the receiving. He's been a bit all over the shop. Not too sure why his total yardage is down. Because I got 300 and something yards, which isn't amazing at all. Just the one touchdown. And then in the rushing game, he's got himself 66 yards and 2 touchdowns. So 124 yards and 2 touchdowns. So he's not as dominant as he has been in the past. The Buccaneers have an opportunity here. Maybe we see the likes of Sam Darnold pop up, and you can make that guy see ghosts. So that's always a good thing. And George Kittle, this will be the guy. This will be the matchup. And this is how I would play it. Whoever's side he's on, unless he's detached from the line, if he plays as a true tight end, which means he's just off the tackle, I'm telling my edge defender, so whether it be JTS, whether it be Shaq, whether it would be, it probably wouldn't be Shaq, because I want Shaq on a pure pass rush. I don't want anything in his way if I can help it. I want him to focus on the tackle. But JTS or Yaya Diaby, I want them clipping him on the way to the quarterback. And the reason being, it will just delay his timing, almost like a press, but not a heavy press. I don't want to hold him in place. I want you to clip him, get him off his feet, get him to regain his feet, because you're disrupting the route. And now you're on the way to the quarterback. That's how I would play that personally. They'll probably flex him out more, and then it's harder to do. Maybe you put somebody on him who is going to play the flats. If you're going to play zone, he's going to play the flats, so he's going to play heavy onto the tight end, and he's just going to drift into the flats after the fact, after he reads the quarterback and reads the backfield to see if anything's peeling out. So yeah, George Kittle, Brandon Ayuk. Let's see what he's got. He's got himself 600 yards, 3 touchdowns. So there's no there's no one here really from a red zone threat point of view. What I'm seeing at the receiver position, George Kittle has 4. Christian McCaffrey has 1. No one's running away with this. This isn't a team that's scoring at will, because the next guy up has got 3 touchdowns. The next guy's got 2. The next guy's got 1, and the next guy's got 1, and that's all they wrote. Let's have a look at the rushing touchdowns. We got Christian McCaffrey with 9. That's what the Buccaneers need to stop. Stop the run game. Keep him in check. Keep him in check, and then control the air by controlling Kittle. Make them go to the other guys. That's what you're going to have to do. Make Brock Purdy think. Let him diagnose it. Maybe a system callback. Break the system. You break the quarterback. What's the system? If you can figure out the system, you can break the system. You can disrupt the system. You can put chaos in the system. It will make it a glitch in the matrix, glitch in the system, and it'll get him having to really improvise. And maybe he makes mistakes, and the Buccaneers can live off that. So let's go and look at our Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Our Tampa Bay Buccaneers right now, Levante David leading the charge in his solo tackles at 85, combined tackles at 83 tackles. Obviously, he's going to hit a buck 100%. 2 sacks on the young season, 11 tackles for a loss, 2 QB hits. Let's have a look at the next guy up. Let's have a look at our combined tackles. So our combined tacklers are Ryan Neal. I hope to see more D. Delaney, if I'm brutally honest. Then it goes into Devin White, Antoine Winfield Jr., Jamal Dean, and Christian Izzian. They are the guys eating the tackles up at the moment. Shaq Barrett got himself. Let's have a look at the sacks for the year. So Vita Vea has the most sacks on the team, and then it's Shaq Barrett. So it's 4.5 to 4. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka with 3, which ain't bad, but he just looks washed out a lot of the time. Levante David with 2, Devin White with 2, Antoine Winfield with 2, Anthony Nelson with 2, Yaya Diaby with 2, Kalijah Kancey with 2, and then Cam Gill with 1, and then, of course, Logan Hall with a half. So, guys, it is possible. It is not. I love this. Fred Moore bringing it in. Bears beating the Lions 23 to 14 gives me hope. Absolutely, this is a trap game for them, and we need to take full advantage of it by going on the jugular. They're stepping on the gas and going for it. We are not going to get anywhere by being conservative. Conservative, trying not to lose the game, is not going to win us this. We need to put points on them, and we need to make them push themselves. And they may make more mistakes. A team under pressure might make more mistakes. You capitalize on it, and you capitalize on it, and you win the game. I always say to my guys when I'm coaching them, win the down, win the drive, win the quarter, win the half, win the game. Take care of each bit at a time. Win, all the way down. And then you start stacking. Oh, we won this drive. Okay, we stacked that drive. Let's win the next drive. We stack that drive. And then all of a sudden you win a quarter. Right? Win it all. It's all there. Start fast. Get on the grass and start fast. That's all I would say. I don't know if they play on the grass. So, guys, my prediction is Buccaneers will win 20 to 17. 20 to 17. That's what my heart wants and believes in. But I do believe this team can beat us. This is a tough game, but if the Buccaneers are nasty, if the Buccaneers get after it, I'm a deluded Bucs fan, so I'm not gonna say we're gonna lose a game. Not on game day. I can't do it because I'm in defeatist mode then. Right? I can't do that. I know you're probably thinking, Slick, you're deluded. I am. I'm a Bucs fan. I'm absolutely deluded. But I'm coming. We're coming. The Bucs is coming. We're going to make them walk the plank. We're going for the jugular. Well, that's what we need to do. If we don't, we are definitely going to lose this game. Now, if we lose the game, I could see it being a 28. I like what Rick said, a 28-17 game. I'm hoping it's more tighter than that. I'm hoping maybe it's a 27. It's a 27 20 get a 20 to 27 game, but it's only one field goal. I like that closeness. It keeps you in. It feels like you're in balance. It feels like you're still there. But if the Buccaneers can pull this out, man, I think I might just go nuts on the post-game show. But without further ado, guys, I want to thank everybody for commenting. Fred Moore, Bucs Raise Bolts. I'm not sure if I said that in the right way around. Rick Hughes for coming on, and AJ, enjoy your booze cruise, your New Year of 30. I don't know which one it is, brother. I will see you soon, either post game show if you're coming up drunk, or I will see you tomorrow when we're doing the aftermath, where we really break down this game and it gets gritty, it's emotional, and we can get you guys on screen and have a little chat, and you can bear all, because I believe that everyone has an opinion. I always like to hear it. So, guys, without further ado, go Bucs, go Bucs, go Bucs. Bucs on me, Bucs on free. 1, 2, 3. Go Bucs!